Hey everyone, I'm Nina Zeta with Sidewalker Daily, and in today's video we are going to talk about the coronavirus and how it is affecting so many of our travel plans. So Sidewalker Daily is an Instagram community with over 600,000 hashtags. So we are a travel community. So travel is literally what we eat, breathe, and sleep all day. Not only do we have a travel community, we work with travel brands. So from a business perspective, we are also seeing our clients, the stress that this coronavirus is bringing to the landscape. Hopefully we can help you evaluate whether you should go on that trip or if you should be canceling it. And again, just kind of helping you walk through that process. Now, this video actually stems from a question we asked our Instagram community, and I want to pull it up because it's so interesting to see all the different responses. So we posted this photo right here. Has coronavirus affected your travel plans? And the comments are all over the place. You'll see people very adamantly against canceling, and then some people that are just like, nope, we're traveling just as usual. It's all panic. Right here, C Waddle 88, he has a trip to Japan in a few weeks, does not plan on canceling. And there's other people right here, a comment down, yes, just cancel my trip to Tokyo later this month. Same destination, two travelers, two different perspectives. Another thing we've noticed here in the comments is people planning on going to trips, but then being worried about the quarantine. Was planning on going away, but holding off for now to access where best/least risk to go. Off note, it's not just going, but getting stuck in a quarantine situation on the way back. We've seen a lot of those types of comments as well. Some people have had to cancel their honeymoons, as you'll see here, Carla Petro. People are getting conferences that are being canceled 3 days out. Issy Escapes. So again, the industry is really truly suffering, especially for us travelers, and a lot of the people we work with travel full time as a living. So of course the coronavirus is truly affecting their livelihood. Another comment here I wanted to bring up, AJ the photographer. I lived in China during the beginning of the outbreak. It not only ruined my travel plans, but my livelihood. I'm in Thailand now and leaving soon to go back to my parents' house in Atlanta. The coronavirus is very serious and affecting a lot of people in many different ways. So that's someone who is over there at the moment having to deal with this crisis. So the first thing to consider, which I think is super important, is to consider the destination that you are looking to travel to. So the resource that we use and we recommend our community to use is to always go to the State Department's travel advisory site. Now, even if you are not American and you are someone outside of America, you have access to this website just like anyone else, and you can just type in the country that you're looking to travel to and see what the US government is recommending. Is it a level 1? Is it a level 4? What type of travel advisories are in place for this destination? If the US government is banning, so to speak, and really saying do not travel to this destination, then again, that's, if you decide to, that's on your own free will, but you can use this as a guide to help you decide what level are we at. So now that you've decided whether or not you're going to travel to this destination or not based on the recommendation from the State Department, if you're not going to travel and you're stuck with a ticket, let's just say an airline ticket, then you're going to want to start to take the steps to figure out what is the remedy. Like, what do? We got this ticket. So I'll tell you, this actually happened to us. Our company has 2 tickets to Italy. We had one coming up in March and one in May. The one in March was a non-refundable ticket, but we called the airline and they were able to give us a refund on a non-refundable ticket. So airlines are changing their policies case by case, and also depending when your ticket is. Our ticket in May, they have not refunded that one yet because they said it's too far out and they're not sure. So again, airlines are also, taking all this into consideration and being flexible. And we've also noticed if you're looking to travel and you've actually made the decision, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go, on that note, airlines are also being flexible with their policies and being nimble and changing things up so that they're encouraging people to book tickets and then refunding them, worst case scenario. Whereas like before, a lot of times airline tickets are very, non-refundable and super strict unless you have travel insurance, which we will talk about next. But I do see that the industry is being very accommodating to helping people make those changes. So I was talking about travel insurance a little bit earlier. I just wanted to quickly state that everyone's policies are very different, and there's a lot of different things going around as to what covers what and who covers when and the dates and all that stuff. Just check with your individual policy if you have travel insurance, because again, the travel insurance covers so many different things. It could cover, a lost baggage, or it could cover your flight, but there's also travel insurances like ours that cover emergency health, and there's different options. Regardless of the coronavirus, we always recommend travel insurance that covers emergency health situations. And whether or not covers the pandemic or epidemic, you still may be covered for something else. And it's just super important to have while traveling. I'm going to leave a link below to the travel emergency health insurance that we have as a company and that we recommend everyone to have. We think it's a really great policy, so I'll link more information below so you can learn more. And if you're traveling domestically, one thing you're gonna also wanna know about your current health insurance is, does it cover you out of state? Because domestic travel is also being affected by the coronavirus. So, this is the perfect opportunity to get reacquainted with your current policy and to find out all those little things before you book any travel, because you wanna ensure if you are living in New York and you're traveling to LA, that your health insurance in New York is gonna cover you in LA. Those are things that you may not know off the bat, because who really does? So take the time now to actually call your health insurance and get all those questions answered. Another thing that we think is just super important when it comes to, the coronavirus, traveling, not traveling, is having a plan of action. If you are a solo traveler especially, do you have a plan in place? Do you have someone that you're gonna be checking in with daily to let them know, where you are you okay, what's going on? Whatever your plan may be, we would absolutely suggest creating one if you are deciding to travel, because this way you're letting someone else, keep you in the loop, or keep them in the loop, while you're abroad. So in terms of evaluating whether or not you should travel, another thing you're gonna wanna consider is, what type of events do you have coming up that may require you to be able to come back home? So I was telling you guys about that ticket we had to Italy. Well, the reason we had to cancel our March ticket is because we have a really big event happening at the beginning of April. And we realized that if, let's just say we needed that 14-day quarantine period, we would miss our event, and the event has been planned on the calendar for over a year. So it's something that we had to make a decision, a strategic business decision. Are we gonna cancel our ticket just in case, because we know that we had to be there for that event? So again, just something to help you evaluate, if you have no events on the calendar and you actually have the flexibility, let's just say if something was to happen, which we're thinking it's unlikely, but again, if you're on you hear all these stories about people on cruise ships that are being quarantined, or travelers that come in and then have to be put on a base, then if you had somewhere to go, a wedding, I don't know, something that's important, think of that as well when you're planning out your calendar. So when you're evaluating, your travel plans and as you're going, I think there's so much information right now going up. It's really just go to the source. The World Health Organization is going to be able to guide you through a lot more decisions than anyone else can, including myself. This is their exact role and purpose. So going on their site, you're going to learn about, should I wear a mask? Should I not? The hand washing, all those things you're reading everywhere, rather than reading it on a bunch of different websites that you're scrolling on Facebook, just go straight to the World Health Organization's website and find your answers there. So because things are moving so fast and every day we're getting new information, the travel industry is obviously probably the most affected by the coronavirus in terms of, from a business perspective. It's going to be changing the face of travel, I think, for the foreseeable future, but the travel industry has faced this before with different epidemics that have come in the past and that will continue in the future. So it's just about staying educated and not panicking and taking the time to really evaluate a cost benefit when you're deciding, whether or not travel is something that you're looking to do at the moment. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you are a traveler, we would suggest you to join our travel community, Sidewalker Daily on Insta. I'll make sure to link that below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next video.